It's another Insta360 test video on Josh's video diary. Now, today we're going to be unboxing two batteries, which I didn't get when I did the other accessory unboxing video because they didn't have them in stock yet. We'll be testing out the fast charge hub. It's not a full review, but yeah, we'll give it a first try. And also, I need to keep my eye out on the... Oh no, the hard drive is full. Cancel tasks. It's trying to render in the background. I'm trying to figure out why the camera doesn't... It has a audio sync. Now, this is the timeline for my Shushiro Epic 1 hour 15 minute long. See that? 1 hour 15 minute long video. It's split into 3 parts because the stupid camera can't record for more than 29 minutes. Now here's the issue. Oh, by the way, on my Final Cut, this, you're gonna have to look at this screen now. Yes. Otherwise, it's not gonna make sense. But that is the full flat version. This is a close-up in 360. So this is like, you can look around. But that's the file itself. Now, here's the issue. At the start, and I wish they'd fix it in firmware, but they're not going to, I know. But if they do, I'll be extremely happy Insta360. But I know what they're going to do. They're going to eventually remove it on the next... So yeah, you can see, I'm talking about the time limit there, the 29-minute time limit, which is annoying. But yeah, you can see my lip is in sync. When I talk, my lips move to the corresponding sound, which is what's supposed to happen. But when you go to the end of the clip, so that's a clip there, that's 30 minutes long or 29 minutes, towards the end of the clip, look how out of sync this is. After I finish eating. Eventually, oh, let me go ahead. Let's go to here. Awesome, because sounds really good. I can tell you, it's pretty noisy here. So did you catch that? I said it sounds very good because it's clear. The sound is very clear, but the lip sync's off and it looks like I've dubbed over it, like I've re-recorded the audio and done a bad job. Let me play a little bit more. Or number 1, have voice focus. I think it needs more microphones to be able to do that. I think I'll check that. But if it is able to isolate my voice using AI. See, that's really annoying and horrible and low quality and amateur, and come on, this is like a 2022 camera. It should be able to have this video and the audio synchronized. Come on. It's horrible. Anyway, the reason I started off doing this is because I need to test it again. I turned off HDR mode. Now it's recording in standard. And I need to keep recording for 29 minutes so I can see if it does it. If it's just a HDR thing, or is it coming from the studio app, or is it coming from the camera itself? I don't actually use the app that much. I prefer to use the desktop to edit. It's not coming from my computer. This is an M1 Max Apple laptop. It's like the fastest laptop you can get right now from Apple. So it's really not good. Not happy about it at all. And they didn't fix it from the X2 because the X2 had this issue. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out where, like, what situations you get the lip syncing problem. Is it just because I did HDR? I mean, I'm not their employee. I paid money for this camera, and I don't have... I mean, I do have time to test all this, but they should get it right before they sell it to you. It's really bad. Like, I just want to use the camera to record video logs, and maybe later I'll do something exciting like ski or jump into water. But yeah, can you... Yeah, it should be able to record and keep the sound and audio synchronized. I said that already, but it annoys me. Fix it! It works fine at the beginning, but at the end it's out of sync. Anyway, this video is a test video to see if it does it. Anyway, I've said all that. It's time to open my new batteries. I paid money for this, my own money. So I'm actually a sponsor of 360, Insta360. I pay them money, so there. And the fast charge hub, which I already opened in the unboxing video, and it's right here, but I didn't get to test it because even though I did have one battery, I wouldn't be able to record it on my phone because the camera, because the camera I'm recording this on is actually the Insta360 X3. It's not like some really expensive digital DSLR or mirrorless full frame to make everything look nice. This is the actual camera footage. I do have nice lighting though, and I did make the lighting in the room a bit bright, so that will help with the noise and the overall image quality. So keep that in mind. This room is a little brighter. Anyway, back to the batteries. Let's put this on the stand, which is excellent. It's a good accessory. I'll probably do a video just about the stand later. Maybe you want to see me. We'll try this view for now. Get that a bit higher. Okay. So here is the fast charge hub. Yeah, the box charges 3 batteries. On the bottom you get these little feet which are rubberized so it doesn't slip. Actually, it works pretty well because this table is really slippery most of the time. 3 feet. It's 4 I mean. It comes with a non-branded cable, so like a generic USB cable, which is kind of nice. It's a little rubbery. It's probably going to fall apart in a few years. Like all rubbery things kind of get gunky, you know, and peel off and crack after all. But for now, it looks nice. Anyway, these are cheap. If it breaks, you can get another one. USB-C, which is really nice. It's a C to C cable. I suppose you could get a USB-A, you know, the rectangular square ones, and then the other end is a C, and then you can plug it in. It says Insta360 there, and there's some regulatory icons there. Yeah, that's where you put the batteries. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to plug it into this, which is the Nightcore 2nd generation NB 10,000 energy brick, which is an excellent product. It's 10,000 milliamps and it's really small and light. Like if you look at other energy power banks and stuff, they're much bulkier. This is great. It's real carbon fiber. It's my second one because my last one ate seawater, which is a whole nother story. So you can plug it into an adapter, but because I don't have one handy, I'm going to use this. Goes in like that. The 2nd generation has yellow markings. Let me just check the time on this thing because I need to... 8 minutes. Okay, I need to fill in another 21 minutes. Which isn't that hard for me, actually. Okay, I'm going to read out the manual, but I'm going to tell you the good stuff. There are actually 3 status indicators there, which... oh, there, look. They're red, and when I turn on the power, they went on, and now they're off. Now, this is important. It's suggested to connect the fast charge hub to a 12 volt 3 amp 3A power adapter. As long as the 12 volt 3 amp adapter is used, the fast charge hub can charge 3 batteries simultaneously. So 3 batteries, they can charge them all at the same time, which is really good because a lot of these, I have a DJI drone, Mavic 2 Pro, and their fast charger charges it one by one. But I guess the power draw for these is not as high as a drone, so it can charge them all at the same time, which is great. So it can charge quickly. However, it is also compatible with other 12 volt, 9 volt or 5 volt USB adapters. using an adapter above 12 volts 3 amps may not increase charge speed. So you can plug it into a much more powerful adapter, but it's not gonna, it's kind of not, it's not gonna be faster. So maybe it's a waste, but then you may only have a faster one. They actually make 120 volt USB-C chargers. Didn't mention anything, but I suppose it would work, but would that make it blow up because too much power, or is it safe? It doesn't say, and I'm not really going to test it because I want to use this. Maybe someone can test it. Or maybe I'll accidentally do it one day and blow it up, and then I'll make a video about it, complaining. Like I'm complaining about the audio sync, which I really hope Insta360 will fix, but they didn't fix it because it had the same issue on the X2. I never tested the X1, but maybe that had it as well. Naughty! Fix it! Makes me angry. Okay, where was I? Using an adapter above may not increase charge speed. And this is also interesting. When below 12 volts 3 amp, the hub will intelligently select which batteries to be charged first. Therefore, the charging time will vary. So it doesn't say if it will charge the emptier one first or the one that's most full first. Because on a drone, the DJI, because it couldn't charge all three at the same time, the DJI fast charger would charge the battery that was the fullest. Because you want to have, when you're flying a drone, you want to have a battery that's full rather than a whole bunch of batteries that are half full. I actually don't know the answer to that either. If anyone knows, leave a comment. However, I think it'd make more sense to charge the more full one, because you don't, even though it's not as critical to have a full battery when it's not a drone, because the drone you can lose it if the battery runs out. You don't want to run out of battery when you're recording, so it would make sense to charge the battery that is more full first. If you don't have enough power coming in because you don't have a 12 volt 3 amp or above adapter. Yeah. I do long videos. I know it's not YouTube friendly or anything, but some people like long videos that explore the detail and go into it. If that's you, maybe leave me a comment, because no one really says anything. That's because no one's watching this, but I hope maybe even like 1 or 2 people can get something out of these videos. I am getting something out of it, because even if no one watches, I'm still getting to practice my skills of being in front of the camera instead of behind it, because I'm pretty good behind the camera. I want to get better being in front of it. And yeah. Okay, so yeah, I bought these. I got 3 batteries now total. One came with the camera, and it's in the camera right now. These are not compatible with the X2, so yeah, you're gonna have to buy new batteries if you upgrade. And the milliamp hours are not written on the box. But I tested the camera, and it lasted for an hour 25 minutes. On that video I ate at Shishiro and recorded Pink Park. Or it was an hour and 20 at least. Yeah, something like that. That's pretty good battery life. So I got 2 more batteries. So I've got like, I can record for like 3.5 hours or something. And if you don't want to spend all this money on batteries, you could just plug this directly into the camera. It'd be a little awkward because you have cables hanging out, but it can. Just make sure you have the battery is like enough amps, like the power is enough, and it can supply it. But if you have the right adapter, right battery or power bank, you can run it off USB-C, so you don't even have to buy batteries. But it's just nice to have, it's just nice and clean to pop a battery in and not have to, yeah, it's just one less thing to manage. And they're not that expensive. The batteries are kind of relatively reasonably priced, in my opinion. The charge hub is a little bit more expensive. Like, I wish it was cheaper, but it's kind of good. At least it seems good from not having tested it yet. Like, it's a smart charger and it's got colored LEDs, so that's kind of nice. I don't like buying, like, sometimes manufacturers just put a single color LED on it, and it's like, oh, if they spend a little bit more, they could have one that has different colors, and it's really useful being able to see red, green, or yellow. Or maybe some of them have like multiple LEDs, like this one, and you can see how much battery is left. But sometimes they cheap out and they save like, what, a cent or 10 cents or something per unit, and if they make 100,000 units, they save money. But then again, their product is much less user-friendly, or the experience of using the products is slightly worse at the cost of what? Saving a few cents. Got to keep my eye on the time. Oh, I should do a clap because I need to check out the sound synchronization. And doing this is a good way to mark the audio and the video at the same time, which is why they use a slate or a clapper board in large video productions and feature films. Anyway, better test this stuff. Okay, here's the battery. Make sure you get the right one for your camera. X3 comes wrapped. Oh, comes in a carry case. That's quite good. They didn't give me one with a camera, but if you have the camera, you don't need it because you can just put in the camera. But when you have a spare battery, this is good. I like it. Oh, cool. It even has a little micro SD slot. See? I keep a spare micro SD because last time I had the SD card in the laptop, and then I grabbed the camera and forgot I took it out, and then I couldn't film. And I actually came back. But after that, I put a memory card in my spare money pouch, which has some vouchers and coupons and all that stuff. So I put that because it doesn't weigh much. Got my spare smaller card. But this is quite good. I like that. And I didn't know that had it either. I don't think anyone knows because I didn't see it on... Well, I didn't actually click on the battery page either on the accessories. Who does that? Like, you just go and buy it. But this is quite nice to know. Nice to have. And it looks like you just slide it in there. How about I don't break my card? Oh, is that it? Hang on a sec. It's the first time I've ever tried this. Okay, I'm not going to waste time, but it kind of... I think it can go in more, but I don't want to... should I? I got time on this video because I need to make it last 29 minutes so I can see if turning off HDR helps the audio sync. Oh, yes. Okay, look at that. I got it in. So that is the spare micro SD holder on the battery case, which is cool. I hope those tabs don't break because it's held together by two little tabs. It's kind of like snug. It's got a little bit of play, but I don't think it's going to fall out. Yeah, the rest of it is like that. So that's really cool. The case is actually useful because dust can get into the contacts there and kind of not make it, you know, it won't work as good. Like if you throw it in a bag and your bag is all dusty and then dust gets in there and then you put it in the camera and it doesn't work. So apart from protecting it, it's quite good to have this case. So I was just mentioning camera manufacturers, I'm sorry, I should show the camera manufacturers being cheap, but I like this. And let's see, the plastic feels okay. It feels like a medium quality plastic, like not the highest quality, but not those really cheap ones either. Okay, that's my first look. That's one battery. Let's take the card out. I'm gonna put there. I'm gonna put this back in here, and put this back into my spares case. And the spares case goes back into my bag, which is a need bag, NIID. But yeah, maybe you'll get a spare card and put it in there. It comes with a book, safety guidelines. Do I really need to read that? Maybe. Okay, let's see. I'll quickly skim through it. Alright, don't do anything stupid with it. Don't put it in the oven or too cold or whatever. You know, just use common sense. It should just say, it should be a piece of paper saying, don't be dumb, use common sense, done. Okay, let's open up the other one. I already cut it. Okay, same deal here. Comes in this bag. Rip it open. Take it out. Here you go. Batteries. Now, I should put a marker for this because it's kind of, people might want to skip to it quickly. You know, like the chapter markers in YouTube. Let me check the camera. 22 minutes. Okay, let's do another time, a clap to check the sound sync. Am I in sync? Does this camera know how to synchronize image and audio? Perhaps not, but maybe it's HDR that's causing it and this is perfectly in sync. Or maybe I look like I've been dubbed over, and then if I do right now, Insta360, you're lazy. You should, why am I beta testing your products? Anyway, okay, finally, let's get to it. So that's on, that's providing power. I should have checked before, but make sure this is a 12 volt 3 amp adapter. Isn't it not written on it? Oh, it is. You won't be able to see it, but the output is 5 volts at 3 amps. Is it not enough? Where was that thing? Safety, battery. I've got really bad memory. 12 volt 3 amp adapter is used. Oh, so this may not be enough. Because this is a 5 volt 3 amp output USB-C / 9 volt 2.2 amp 2.22 amp / 12 volt 1. I think it's an 8 amp. So this isn't enough to power it, but anyway, let's test it. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in. Boom. Yellow light blinking. I'll tell you what that means in a minute. The other one. Boom. 2 yellow lights blinking. And what does that mean exactly? Charging means flashing yellow. If it's under 80%, flashing yellow means it's charging. If it's over 80%, it'll be flashing green. Fully charged is solid green. Battery inserted but not being charged is solid yellow. So they're both being charged. No battery inserted is light is off, and flashing red means malfunction. Okay, so I think it works. I'm happy about that. And maybe it won't charge it as fast. It's going to take too long to plug in and check my other adapters, but I do have other adapters there. Okay, let's have a look at the time. 25 minutes. So this video is almost going to hit the 29-minute mark, and when it does, it's going to cut and then start the next recording and give me 2 files, which is not ideal because it means you have a 3 or 4 second break between. Let's say you record for 35 minutes, you're going to have that little bit in the middle which is missing. Anyway, I'm going to complain about that every video now because it's really annoying. Shouldn't be on a camera in 2022. But and you know what? They could probably fix it in firmware. With some software, like a software update. Maybe they will, and I'll be less angry at them. Speaking of that, the new X3 doesn't do very good slow motion either. The X2 does better slow motion. I have yet to test that, but I saw someone else do a video on that. Okay, let me see. I'm going to bring the camera around this time. You can have a look around my room while I move the camera. 26 minutes. Let me give you a tour because I need to burn some time. So this works. These cases are good. I've got my green light there, which is charging. I just stepped on this. This is my Smule setup for singing practice. If you look at that, I got my speaker there. This is another NAN light, which I can take off and charge now since I won't need it. My computer there, an older computer, a gaming computer there. What are we on? 27 minutes, 30, okay. And I'm gonna give this a bit of charge. I just started doing some StarCraft game. It's a strategy game. I did some streaming and I set up my webcam, which is here. Sony A7 Mark IV, because that camera, you plug it in and it becomes a webcam, which is really cool. So I could use that to stream on, and then when I'm playing the game, I could have myself in a little square in the window, so you could see me playing a game. Yeah, it's weird people watching people playing games, but it's not that bad. I looked at the replay and I thought it was quite interesting. 28 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm actually gonna put this against the window so you can see the time. And when it runs out, it will be exactly 29 minutes and that will be the end of the file. And yeah, I get a bit nervous when I'm blogging and it's after. In fact, even at 8 minutes I feel a bit nervous. Like, yeah, anyway, here we are.